WD-40 directly on the corroded terminals and watch it start to bubble and loosen the grime. Wipe it off with a clean cloth, then give the terminals another light coat. The formula not only dissolves existing corrosion, but also creates a thin, protective barrier that keeps moisture and acid vapors out. Your battery breathes easier, your starts get stronger, and your cables stay cleaner for months. It's the quiet fix every mechanic uses before they hand back your car saying, "Everything's fine now." Trick 17. Free stuck bolts without heat. You've got a bolt that refuses to move. You twist harder, and all you hear is the wrench groaning back at you. Rust has fused it solid, and most people reach for heat or brute force, but that's where damage begins. Instead, grab your WD-40. Spray it directly onto the rusted threads and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. The formula seeps deep into microscopic gaps, breaking the corrosion bond at a molecular level. When you return, that bolt will turn like it was never seized at all. No flames, no snapped bolts, no stripped heads, just smooth movement. This trick works wonders on exhaust bolts, battery clamps, or suspension nuts that haven't budged in years. Mechanics often pretend it's skill, but it's really chemistry. And now, you've got the same weapon in your hands. Trick 16. Temporarily silence squeaky belts. You're idling at a stoplight when a high-pitched squeal starts echoing from under the hood. Heads turn, and you wish you could sink into your seat. That's not a dying animal. It's your serpentine belt crying out. It happens when dust, grime, or humidity causes the belt to slip over the pulleys, and it's one of the most embarrassing car sounds out there. Before spending money on a new belt, reach for your WD-40. With the engine off, give the belt and pulleys a light, even mist. When you start the car again, the screech disappears like magic. WD-40 breaks down residue and restores smooth traction, letting the belt glide in silence. It's not a permanent fix, but it's the fastest way to confirm whether the problem is tension, alignment, or just dirt. And the best part? It saves you a trip to the shop just to stop a scream. Trick 15. Restore cloudy headlights. Headlights turning yellow and cloudy isn't just an eyesore, it's a safety hazard. That haze scatters your light beam, cutting visibility by nearly half and making night drives feel like peering through fog. But here's the secret. You don't need an expensive restoration kit. Grab your WD-40 and spray a generous coat over the headlight lens. Wipe it in circular motions with a clean microfiber cloth. Instantly, the fog lifts and the surface regains that clear, glassy shine. The formula fills microscopic cracks and repels moisture, creating a smooth, reflective layer that improves light output. It's not a permanent fix, but it's perfect before a night drive or a quick car sale. Mechanics use it as a fast detail trick before handing over cars. Now you know how to bring your headlights back to life in seconds. Trick 14. Unstick frozen car locks and doors. You step out on a frosty morning, coffee in hand, only to find your car door won't budge. You pull harder. Nothing. The locks are frozen solid, trapping you outside while the engine sits cold inside. Here's where WD-40 becomes your winter lifesaver. Spray it directly into the keyhole and around the door seals, then wait a few seconds. The formula drives out moisture and lowers the freezing point inside the mechanism, melting away trapped ice almost instantly. Gently try the handle again. It'll pop open like magic. Even better, a light pre-winter coating keeps locks and seals from freezing in the first place. Mechanics do this before returning cars from cold storage, and now, so can you, without breaking a sweat or a handle. If you're still watching, you're clearly someone who loves taking care of your car the smart way. So do yourself a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe right now. It tells YouTube you care about real fixes, not gimmicks, and it helps us keep bringing you more secrets mechanics don't want you to know. Trick 13. Bring back wiper efficiency. Rain's pouring, you flick on your wipers, and instead of a clean sweep, you get streaks, smears, and chatter across the glass. It's not just annoying, it's dangerous. Wiper blades lose their grip over time as dust, oil, and road film build up, turning smooth rubber into sticky grit. Before you rush to replace them, reach for your WD-40. Spray a small amount on a microfiber cloth and wipe along the length of each blade. Then clean the windshield as well. The formula dissolves residue, restores flexibility, and lets the blades glide effortlessly again. You'll notice the difference immediately. Crisp, silent wipes and crystal clear visibility even in heavy rain. It's the same quick trick detailers use before handing back a new-looking car. Only now, it's your secret weapon every time the skies open up. Trick 12. Eliminate dashboard creaks and interior squeaks. You're cruising down the road, and suddenly, that faint rattle from the dashboard starts again. Soft, persistent, and maddening. It's not a major issue, but it feels like your car's mocking you every mile. The culprit? Dry plastic joints rubbing together as the cabin flexes. Here's how to silence them like a pro. Spray a bit of WD-40 on a clean microfiber cloth, never directly on the dash, and wipe along the seams, vents, and plastic meeting points. The formula lubricates those contact edges, reducing friction and conditioning the material at the same time. Within seconds, the squeaks disappear, leaving your interior calm and quiet.